Start streaming.
No Christmas roller derby news.
No Christmas roller derby
What a
news.
shame.
What a shame. Oh my gosh, we are live. All right, it's Thursday, 6 o'clock. This is Into the Derbyverse. My name is Big Poppa. We got CJ Watson behind the black screen. And we're just going to give you a run-up of what's been happening in the Derbyverse. Just the last couple things we had. Last Saturday, you had the San Fernando Valley Roller Derby. They had their Christmas spectacular, their little doubleheader. They had the juniors that were doing an expo, and then they had the adults playing with all their proceeds going to the Domestic Violence Center. So that was very good. It was the Menorah Meanies for the junior that won, and then it was the I believe it was Pump Up the Yams that won on that one. So that happened on last Saturday. So you can check out their Facebook page. They had their scores, halftime scores, and everything up there. So just a shout out to San Fernando Valley Roller Derby for doing a great bout and helping support the Domestic Violence Center. So shout out to them. Then also you had over in on Monday night, you had the West Coast Derby knockouts and Skating Plus. They had a benefit for the borderline shooting victims. They had the West Coast Derby knockouts, the TKOs, that's their charter team, taking on the juniors. That would be the West Coast Junior knockouts. So it was the adults taking on the juniors, and that was really nice to see. You had a couple of the good junior jams going on. You had a couple mother-daughters. You had Ace of Skates that plays for the TKOs, and then you had Fast and Furious that were skating for the juniors. That was a good mother-daughter jammer action going on. And then also you had Rocky Bye Baby taking on Brooklyn Dodger. So Brooklyn Dodger is the adult, Rocky Bye Baby is the junior, but it was really good. Everything, like I said, their proceeds went out to help support the victims of Borderline. If you ever want to continue, monetary donations can also be made to the affected families and surviving victims of the Borderline shooting incident you can log into www.vccf.org, and you can donate directly to them that way. That's always a great organization, really helpful on that. So again, just a shout out to West Coast Derby Knockouts for putting on a spectacular benefit bout and giving us some really good roller derby to watch and to call. But also a shout out to everybody who came and came out. If you looked at it, it was a Monday night. It was raining down in Ventura. You're like, not gonna, may not want to come out, but we had people come out, and that was great. I really liked the support. You even had the sister team, the Ventura County Derby Darlings. They came out, helped out with NSOing. I'm not sure. I believe it was NSOing. They also had, I believe, an outside pack ref, and also just filling the stands. So that was really nice, and I really do appreciate them for doing that. Just kind of wrapping up with the rest of the season and stuff, kind of reviewing what we had going on. For this season myself, I had announced for the West Coast Derby Knockouts. I was their announcer for the 2018 season. And I am happy actually to announce that I will be their head announcer for the 2019 season. This will be my 7th season in roller derby. I really like the West Coast Derby Knockouts. They're a great team to follow. They make me feel like family. That's a really great organization. So if you ever want to see some really good roller derby, check out West Coast Derby Knockouts. I am also announced last year with Foothill Foxy Flyers. And that's another great organization with Foothill Foxy Flyers. They've got the Foxtails, which are their junior team. They've got the adult teams. They've got a nice facility. Anytime that they do a bout, it's a double header. It's a full night, so that's always great to see. So kind of looking forward to announcing. I'll be returning with them and helping them, be their announcer for the 2019 season. So if you are looking for an announcer or somebody to help as far as train other announcers, I'd be more than happy. So just, reach out to me, let me know. Also coming back in 2019 season is actually going to be the Westside Wreckers. They are a recreational league out of Taft. They are family. They are just a great group of people to go out and skate and have a good time and stuff. So they're coming back into 2019 season. So I'll be out at Taft and announcing that. They also are hosting a tournament in October, I believe it's the weekend of like the 21st, 22nd of October. You can check out their Facebook page. It's the Wrecking Brawl. It is a great tournament. Speaking of tournaments, we had a tournament that we did in the beginning of the year, which was Dust Bowl. So with Dust Bowl, that was a Division 3 ranked invitational for WFTDA. It was hosted by the Unforgiven Roller Girls out of Bakersfield. Unfortunately, they have actually disbanded, and there will be no Dust Bowl coming next year. That was their 9th season. That was their ninth Dust Bowl that they held. I have met some outstanding people. That's where actually I started getting involved with announcing roller derby. Seriously, was that Dust Bowl tournament. Met some great people throughout the years. I've met some great teams. There are teams that I still follow because of that. Humboldt, we've seen them. Silicon Valley, we've seen a lot of other teams. One of the biggest teams that I enjoy watching is Anarchy Angels out of Vancouver, but also my favorite actually has to be Cherry City, out of Salem, Oregon. Great people, great coaching staff. Just a shout out to 6 Foot Dempsey and also Rico Swerve, their coaching team. They were just phenomenal people. All the announcers that we've had throughout the week, actually throughout the years that have come through, Ill Reverend Mike, Sinister Minister, Eiffel Tower. There's a lot. Drubaka Whiskey out of Paradise. So just a shout out to them, and great memories with that. This year has actually been a kind of a year for change for me too. To be quite honest, halfway through the season, I was wondering if my time with Derby was over. To be quite honest, and but with the help of some other people, got a new focus and a new area to go through. So we have into the Derbyverse, picking up other things going on. We had the Wrecking Brawl tournament. That was it. That was a great thing. Hey, if Lolly, if you're still out there, hey, I want to just to give you guys a shout out. Give out LA Renegade Roller Girls. Give them a shout out because last year was my first year. 2017 was the first year that the Westside Wreckers held that tournament. Renegades came in and just they won it, and it was great. They had it. Then this year, big old more people coming in, more teams. LA Renegades came back and defended their title, and it came down to the line. I mean, that was a great tournament. I actually announced all the bouts. There was 14 bouts, but and they were great. And it came down to like the last jam or two where they won, and just to see the sheer happiness on Hoppa's face and the rest of LA Renegades, it was just a memory I still remember. You know, it's still stuck in my head just to see that, and that was a great tournament. I'm really looking forward to see what next year holds for that tournament. Other bouts that I kind of remember for the season, one of the first biggest bouts is where the Los Anarchists came out and was really taking seriously the championships for JRDA, the World Championships, and they wanted to really, you know, hone their skills. So they reached out to Baja and the women's team and asked if they could come up. And that bout itself was phenomenal. I was a jam timer on that one, and just to see that game and just the energy that was in that was great. That was a bout I still remember. Bouts that I remember too is not just single bouts, but anytime I go out to Foothill Foxy Flyers, they put on a great bout, the great production and stuff. But just the play for Foothill Foxy Flyers and the people that they play against is phenomenal, because the bouts always come down to the last couple jams. I don't remember seeing Foothill Foxy Flyers playing a blowout. Either they taking the command or they are being skunked out. Foothill Foxy Flyers always comes and just brings it, and it's always a great bout to see. So, you know, if ever in the area in Fontana you want to see a good bout, both juniors and adults, I would recommend Foothill Foxy Flyers. Biggest thing I really like as far as this year was my first time seeing Renegade. And I went down to Long Beach, watched LA Renegade Roller Girls. They were taking on Tucson. And I had a blast. I seriously had a blast. It was fun to watch. LA Renegade Roller Girls, great hospitality. You know, they're very nice. Just a shout out to all the ladies out there for, you know, making me feel wanted. You know, it was really nice. It was really nice to make me feel part of that. I've announced for a couple new teams, teams that I haven't announced for before, and got to see them. So that's kind of where I'm sitting at with the year itself. You always kind of ask, kind of where is roller derby taking you? Where is roller derby? Where has it brought me? What doors has it opened up for me? Well, besides roller derby, let's just talk about where roller derby has taken me. I have emceed conventions. I have emceed a horror convention. I've emceed superhero conventions because of roller derby, the people I've met, and got to do that. So I've got to see that. That was always neat. That's always fun. Almost got asked to do football. Also asked to do bingo, believe it or not, you know, if they need it. Haven't done it yet, but what do you got?
I'm just trying to...
Oh, you're trying to adjust it. CJ Watson's back here playing around with the cameras.
Fingers by me, sorry.
Fingers by you, okay. Where are those fingers coming from? Nah, it's just CJ. But, you know, just all that little things. But one of the unique things that I got to share with everybody is that what I need to share with everybody was last weekend. I'm sitting at my house, and I get a call from, get a text from a friend, and he's needing some help because his wedding is on Sunday. And his officiant has no voice. He's like, hey, can you help me out? I need help. So as of Saturday morning, I am let's see, how do you say ordained minister to actually do weddings.
Welcome to the club.
So if you need an officiant for your wedding, I can help you out. But I mean, it was great. It was really nice. Saturday morning running around trying to get everything all taken care of, getting all the paperwork done, making sure everything was where it needs to be, following up on the rules, following up on what the laws are in California for that particular county and stuff like that. Working with the bride and the groom and stuff as far as the script, and then heading out on Sunday and to officiate that. And I have to say that it brings a little ray of sunshine in my heart right now, just to know that, hey, you've seen these two people and they've joined together, and it's beautiful just to watch. And I was a part of it. It was a nice small little quaint wedding, and I enjoyed it. So, but that was actually my weekend there. And so with San Fernando going on, the wedding on Sunday, didn't go out to San Fernando, but the wedding on Sunday, the benefit bout on Monday, and then here we are on Thursday. So is there anything else you guys want to talk about, or kind of got questions, or hey, some suggestions for coming up next season? What are things that you are looking for? Looking forward to? What are your teams doing? Are there other teams that we haven't discovered that we should? I'll give you one good, Rebel Town. I saw some of their skaters in Thanks Scrimmage, so I'm going to be checking out Rebel Town this year. Also going to be checking out some more Renegades. That would be nice. There is a strong possibility that I will be able to go to RollerCon this year, so kind of looking forward to that. But also some of the things I'm looking forward to is all of the apprentice leagues for WFTDA going full membership. The first one right out of the pin there would actually be Rough Diamond Rebels. They went to full membership just a couple weeks ago, so just again a shout out to them. For going full membership. Kind of waiting for the rest of the teams to come. That would be IEDD, Inland Empire Derby Divas. Looking for Beach Cities. Also looking for the LA Derby Dolls. Baja. Also Fault Line. Up north with Fault Line. Also is NorCal. NorCal actually got their full membership too for WFTDA. So that's always nice. So kind of a shout out to them. So if you can, leave a comment in the leave a message in the comments. You like it and share it with your friends. See what else is going on. So we will be kind of out on Tuesday, since that happens to be Christmas, but we'll be back on next Thursday, and we'll be doing a little bit remote until the start of the next year. So what we've got coming next year is we've got more junior roller derby. We've got right out of the gate in January, there is a round robin tournament at Los Anarchists. Do yourself a favor, check that out. They have, they run some great tournaments. That's another thing to think about as far as tournaments. A lot of them are double eliminations. But I know that Westside Wreckers, they did a consolidation bracket. That looked really good. But actually, after checking out the Los Anarchists and some of the juniors, they do a round robin. So they bring in a small number of teams, 3 or 4 teams, and they do a round robin, and you get as many games in a round robin that are sanctioned if you're looking to have your game sanctioned, and you get to play other teams, all the teams that are there. Because sometimes in a double elimination tournament or a consolidation tournament, you might not be able to play all the other teams that are out there. So, that'd be something to take a look at. Looking forward to Otter Bowl that's coming up, Monterey Bay Derby Dames. They should be announcing here something shortly, unless I've missed it already. The other thing, too, is to check out Battle of the Sea Squads. That's Motherlode, up north. They have the Battle of the Sea Squads going, so they should be announcing something here shortly. So kind of maybe reach out to them. Also looking out for the Angel City Junior Derby. They had some tryouts for a travel team. So that kind of waiting for that to see how that goes. But as far as Into the Derbyverse, what we will be providing you more is a rundown of the teams, both WFTDA, JRDA, MRDA, recreational, Renegade, anything that's Derby related. We'll bring it to you in 2019. I'm really looking forward to that. I want to just personally thank everybody that's been assisting us, being with us, following us, giving us comments. But most of all, I want to thank CJ Watson for actually kicking me in the butt and making me do this and holding me hostage at times. But just a shout out to CJ Watson for all that information. So everything that he's done. So just give a...
Can't wait for those podcasts to come.
Yes. Oh, my gosh. So we've got some podcasts coming up. What we're looking at to do is do a primer podcast as far as roller derby primer podcast. So we're going to be taking people who have no idea what roller derby is, or maybe a little bit of idea what roller derby is, or maybe want to look into roller derby, giving them a rundown of the rules, explaining how a team works, how the sport works, how they, what makes a league, what's the difference between a league and a team, all that stuff, and then taking them out to a roller derby bout and kind of getting their reactions to it and seeing how that goes. So that's, one of the projects we're kind of looking at coming on next season. So that's kind of
Heck, I'm hoping for January.
You're hoping for... I'm hoping for January. That would be kind of nice to see. So... But if you've got any questions or comments, or hey, any ideals that you want to see, there's crazy stuff you want us to do, hey, let's see what we've got going on.
Also, I'm pushing for you to call some people and get some interviews.
Oh, seriously, yes. We want to get a couple interviews underneath our belt and see how that goes. So, just a couple things coming up. So, but like I said, if there's things you want us to do, actually looking to maybe actually do almost like a travel video, as far as, hey, if you're going out to this location like Ventura, you're going to go out to Ventura and you've got two teams out there. What's there to do? What's a great place to eat? What's your favorite food? That type of stuff, kind of giving you a rundown. Because a lot of teams, they go to a location that's kind of remote. What's out there to do, like a tournament. So there's some of the things that we're thinking about doing for next season and stuff. What else there, CJ?
I don't know. I'm still, like I said, I'm waiting for those podcasts. I'm waiting for so I can understand what you're talking about.
There's times it's like, what are you saying? There's actually, I don't understand. But I think that helps out a lot. So, but I think that's actually about it. We've come into the end of the season and stuff. We've talked about that. I'll have some more information and more things going on in the roller derby universe, and when we return next Thursday. So want to wish everybody a happy holiday season. 2018 has been pretty rough for some of us, and others of us it's been great. But all in all, I just want to thank everybody, and as always, here with Into the Derbyverse, you keep your friends close and your enemies with the 20 feet of the pack. And guys, gals, boys and girls, we'll see you next Thursday. Merry Christmas.